Here we are at Lake Tuggeranong, so it's one of Canberra's urban lakes that receives water from a range of streams that flow through our suburbs to the south of Canberra. Lake Tuggeranong is subject to algal blooms, so it means that you get high levels of cyanobacteria, which are harmful to humans and to animals growing in the lake. And they can reach bloom levels and problem levels, which means that people can't swim in the lake. Now, to get an algal bloom, you need the right set of conditions. So you need warm conditions, so you need warm water. You need high concentrations of nutrients in the water. You need still conditions, so no low flows or no flows in the river systems, and you need the right amount of light. And when you have all those four things in the right combination, you can get an algal bloom in a system. Now, when it comes to managing lakes, there's not a lot we can do about light, there's not a lot we can do about temperatures, and there's not a lot we can do about the still conditions. So we focus our attention on the nutrients. So where are these nutrients coming from, and what are these nutrients? Well, the nutrients that we mostly talk about are phosphorus and nitrogen. And these are two of the key nutrients that are needed for cyanobacteria to grow within a water body. They're also the key nutrients for most plants to grow as well, and we as human beings need them too. But your nitrogen and your phosphorus are those key nutrients to support cyanobacteria growing in a lake. And of those, cyanobacteria are pretty clever and they can access nitrogen from the atmosphere. So there's not a lot we can do about that, so we tend to focus most of our attention on phosphorus. Now, there's a number of different ways that you can get phosphorus into something like Lake Tuggeranong behind us here. But one of the main ones is that it comes in from the surrounding catchment. And so it comes from the catchment areas into the stormwater drains and is delivered to the lakes. So when we think about the catchments, we then start to think about, well, what are the sources of those nutrients within our catchment? And they're things like your grass clippings, like leaves, like fertilisers, like animal wastes that are across our urban landscapes that can find themselves washed into our stormwater drains and then washed into the lake. And one of the things that people are particularly interested in is, can we do a better job at reducing the amount of those nutrients that gets into our waterways? One of the things that we can focus on is that organic matter, so the leaves, the grass clippings and things like that. And we can try to stop that from getting into our lakes and contributing to the algal blooms.